How's it going? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I'm coming at you with this as promised video, a few simple tips and tricks to improve some of your online traffic and presence as a company. So I have the website here pulled up, your guys' homepage. Now we'll dig into this in just a second here. Something I always like to do is pull up a Google search page here, and I've typed in what a phrase we would consider to be a buyer intent keyword. And by that, I mean a service of any type, in your guys' case, roofing attached to a location that you guys service. And I went ahead and I chose Fenton since um, that's I think that's where you guys are based right out of. Yep. So you do work in Fenton, Chesterfield, Arnold, St. Louis. So a lot of like South St. Louis and into West County. I don't know if you guys do anything in St. Charles or not, but go ahead and stick to Fenton just for the case of the video. I did pull up one up in St. Louis too, which I'll look at here in just a second as well. So, all right. So again, buyer intent keyword, a service attached to a location. So this is somebody, a person in Fenton, Missouri would be typing in to find a roofing company to do services for them. Now, there's three major ways to get on a first page of Google. Those three ways are going to be, first off, ads. Now, these are these Google guaranteed ads. So trusted local and trusted and verified and local companies that are paying to be right up front here. Now, these will convert fairly highly, as you can imagine, being up front and center, getting all this exposure. So not a bad idea if you're looking for instant gratification. It won't be as great as down through here, but it's something that can definitely convert for you and bring in paying customers your way. Now, another great option, of course, is within this Google Map Pack. Now, you have to organically rank within here. So how do you do that? Of course, you need to have a Google business profile filled out or created first off and verified through Google. And then you need to optimize it. So make sure you have everything within it filled out 100%. You have pictures, you're getting reviews, and good ratings from your customers. And then you've also built out citations. And a citation is the company name, either address or service area, and then the phone number. And those three together, on different places around the web. So that can be through directories or a Facebook page, something like that. That's a citation. So that gains trust and power through Google so that you can rank within this map pack. Now, obviously, this is huge because these top three are going to get a lot of clicks and calls. Because if somebody sees something they like within here, they're not going to scroll down into the organics, nor are they going to ever hit this more businesses button. So crucial to be within here. Now, the next place you obviously want to be as well is going to be in the organic listing. So underneath the ads in the map pack, and you can do that, of course, just by building trust and power with Google. Now we're going to see some directories here, which is fairly common when it comes to roofing. Now we have our first couple companies that are ranking here organically. So I went ahead, I pulled up, I believe, CJS here for a quick comparison of the two websites. So let's take a quick look at your website. Okay, so right off the bat, I always like to look at a homepage for one particular reason, and that typically has to do with content. And main reason I'm saying that is Google has a sweet spot when it comes to content on home pages, and that's going to be 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the home page alone. Okay, and it looks like we might be slightly light when it comes to that. So that's something I would look into, possibly getting more content on the home page. And I like the overall look of the website. I think it kind of almost has too much going on, though, with some of these, captions here kind of floating in and out. I think it's almost a little too busy for the eyes. It's a little distracting. That's my opinion. But definitely something to appease Google. What you want to do is get a little bit more content on here. And what that allows you then to do is for every 150 to 200 words of that content, you can add these buyer intent keywords that I talked about, which are so crucial for ranking within Google. Okay. Now, what I did next is I threw your guys' URL or website here into this paid program I use called Ahrefs. Now, it gives me a quick dashboard of numbers. Some of these I can definitely dive into deeper to find out some more true meaning behind them for the sake of the video, and doing it kind of short and sweet and also not boring you to death with all the details. The dashboard works great for quick comparisons, okay? So these first two numbers here are trust and power ratings from Google. First one is the DR for the entire website. Second is UR for the home page alone. Excuse me. Now these ratings are out of 100, okay? So as we can see, these are fairly low, right? Relatively compared to, a lot of other websites out there on the web. Now you build that trust in Google through these backlinks that come from these referring domains. The main thing about these, okay, you don't just want to get any backlink from any referring domain. You want to make sure that these are of a high quality, meaning that you're getting backlinks from referring domains that already have high ratings of power and trust within Google. So once you can achieve those backlinks, it grants power over to you guys, because Google is a popularity contest. So if you have other websites saying, hey, come look out, come check out Guardian Roofing Pros, then Google takes hold of that and will actually grant you more power to rank up within their search engine as well. Now, here's the main problem we have going on. For the amount of content that is on your website and all these different pages, you have absolutely zero keywords that you're ranking for within Google, meaning nobody can find you on Google except typing in your guys' name here. That's going to be the only way they can find you on Google. They can't type in roofing Fenton. They can't type in roofing company St. Louis and find you. There are zero keywords to find you on Google through your website, okay? So you need to optimize your website drastically to make sure that you have keywords within there so that people can actually find you, okay? And that's resulting why you have zero people coming into the website every month, okay? So let's take a look at so this is CJS, one of the top competitors for roofing Fenton when it comes to ranking here within the organics. So they're doing something right, at least when it comes to the Fenton area, okay? Now this is their dashboard here. As we can see, their ratings aren't too much better, but that I think is just because of the sheer amount of backlinks that they have. It's about double what you guys have currently, so they've brought in some more power and trust. But see, they have over 150 keywords within their website, so they're bringing in traffic because of that. So even if you don't have much power or trust within Google, just if you have keywords, you can start to bring in traffic, which is a great sign. Now, what I also wanted to show you is kind of the major possibility of this, right? Even if you're bringing in, an extra 50 traffic to your website every month, and let's say 25, 50% of that is actually going to be calling you or putting in some type of email to you to reach out to them. And then let's say, even out of that, you only close 20% of them. That's an extra 5 jobs a month, still at a bare minimum. So you can see some potential even at doing this at a kind of a mediocre state, right? Now, if you do this at a kind of a professional state, you can see here, this is one of the top competitors when it comes to this keyword, roofing St. Louis, Missouri. So we have Ferguson Roofing, okay? Now, what this shows here is obviously we have higher ratings for both website and homepage, and you can see that from just the sheer amount of backlinks. So they've spent quite a while building up backlinks to make sure that they can rank or have power from Google. They've also put in, I think a lot more keywords than what you would need, because you're probably steering away from these buyer intent keywords. So I would say, maybe half of this traffic that they're seeing probably isn't somebody looking for their services, but more likely looking for information on roofing. But let's say even at half, 1,500 people coming into their website every month, at least interested in giving these guys a call or reaching out to them some way or another, right? And there's where you can really see the potential of growing a company, and drastically at that point too. So I think for the sake of video, I'm going much longer than I normally like to. So let's wrap it up here. There's definitely some nuggets of information you guys can use and start to implement. The major thing is getting keywords within your website, right? Zero keywords at this moment. So need to do the research on that and get those into your website. so that you can actually start ranking to bring in traffic, I think is the major problem here. So I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. Did you love the video? Did you hate it? Did you find it of any information to you at all? And then, of course, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. And you can do that whether it's an email, phone call, or a text. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch the video.